Okay, just like some of my other guides I've done recently, I'm going to be doing a gameplay guide for Sigma. Again, very, very strong tank, especially in the current meta. He is the classic poke tank, right? Sit at a distance, wear you down until you're out of resources, and then he runs over you when you're no longer ready. But he's not brawly, right? You can't just run to the front and expect to win right away. You have to be patient as Sigma, right? Your constant, uninterrupted source of damage is really how you win fights. Right, just constantly hitting them over and over and over again, using rock as your major form of utility to shut people down when they want to move somewhere. It can give you one shots because it does 90 damage plus 110 for your regular attack as a one shot on 200 health heroes. You have a relocatable shield, which is really, really powerful. Excellent at blocking snipers. Not so good at like a ton of damage, but really, really good at blocking snipers. And of course, your grasp will keep you alive and allow you to get health and reduce damage, which allows you to stay in the fight. So we're gonna go through a bunch of different quick play games that I play just to give you a sample of what Sigma play is like. So starting out here, I see there's a Rammatra, I see there's a Widow, right? I shield right away, I drop the shield. Widow gets picked, nothing I can do about it. Like, I shielded the whole time, kind of is what it is. I'm mostly not focused on the Rammatra because the Rammatra's like full health, you can get out anytime. I throw rock to force the Widow back, and I think right now what's really important is, okay, what's my job here, right? My job is not to deal with the Rammatra, quite frankly, just because he's just way too tanky. There's not a lot that I can do here against him, especially because I know that he still has Nemesis form, so he's going to get 225 armor back as soon as he wants to. So I'm just trying to put damage on the back line, right? I expected my team to be following me out. Somewhat unusually, I got 2 AFKs here. This is what happens when you play quick play. It's just like, things are kind of weird, right? Like, the whole team should be streaming out right now, but for whatever reason, I only have 2 people here. So I grasp, mostly because I just realized that I'm suddenly taking damage here and I don't have any supports, so I just need to chill out for a second and reset the fight. Again, I don't think in a normal situation I would be grasping there. I was just like, wait, something's wrong. So you notice for the Hanzo, there's a lot of prediction when it comes to Sigma. So I'm attacking to the right because I'm expecting the Hanzo to walk backwards right now. And the reason I'm expecting him to walk backwards is because he has half health and my whole team should be able to see him. So walking to the left is like a death sentence. And he continually walks to the left, at least partially because, I still have AFK teammates. But, I'm going to start going for him now. I whiff a rock, which is not great. If I land the rock, a one-shot possibility, it's there. Ram pops Nemesis at me, right? I just rock him back, get out of Nemesis range. I'm confirming. But don't worry, eventually my team will get here. This will be a normal-ish game. I shield off. You still notice that I don't necessarily shield for my team because I'm super tanky and I don't really need my team, need my shield, but my team does because they can get one shot, but I can't. Rock him away. He's low. I missed one of the shot there. First Nemesis. Right. You see, I'm being very careful here while I still have low health and I have no shield. Not that shield does anything against Nemesis anyway. I get the Moira force fade. I want to kill the Moira. Right? She gets naded by Diana, which that would have been a kill otherwise. I grasp because I get low. Note that grasp does not absorb melee attacks, so punch, for example, does not stop that, which is why I just go back to attacking the Rammatra to try to get him off me. So Ramatra's gonna pop ulti here, and he gets nano, so he gets a lot here. I shield off to try to prevent my Ana/team from getting attacked by the Rammatra. I walk backwards with this. I'm just attacking him because I can't push forward right now because he's going to kill my entire backline. So there's no point in me zoning. I just walk away because there's literally nothing I can do right now. There's no point in me farming ulti because I'm about to have ulti anyway. Waiting for my team to regroup. I grasp initially, mostly because I think I'm not going to need it for the next 8 seconds. I ulti here. I force the Moira back, right? I slam down the Rammatra nice and early. So my read here is I want to do this when he doesn't have Nemesis. Okay, so because Nemesis makes him extra tanky. It brings him all the way up to 625-ish health, something like that. So I'm waiting until the Nemesis is nearly over, and then I'm going to pop him up in the air, because then he'll only have 450 health. He'll get slammed down. That does 50 plus 225, so that's 275 damage right there, plus my double attack, that's 385. So as long as anybody's doing any damage to him, that's going to counteract the healing, he should be dead. Again, my team playing super passively here, which is unusual. So pick up, right, force more back. One kill is perfectly fine. I think it's a very common mistake is try to get greedy and try to get a whole bunch, but if I kill a Rammatra here, the fight's over. So I don't need to worry about trying to kill multiple, right? I know Moira doesn't have fade right now, or didn't have fade. That pops to her second fade. I follow health, try to get a kill. That was not a kill on the not a kill of mine. I see the Widow to the left, which is why you see that I shift my position to the right as soon as I realize the Widow's looking at me. It's like I could use a shield, but I'm going to regenerate the shield right now because I don't think anyone else is going to need it. I get hit by this. I grasp to make sure I don't get followed up and killed. Alright, shield up. I release my shield because I need to relocate it in front now. I put it forwards, allow me to chase down. Alright, Rammatra comes, so I need to back up here, but then I realize I am overextended. As you see, my team... Again, this is kind of the problem with quick play, is there's no reason for two people to be on the cart. One of the supports should have walked up and been healing me. It moves the cart only slightly faster, and the positioning is much more important. If either the Ana or the Kiriko here are healing me, these three are going to die or get pushed back. So I'm like very surprised to not be getting healing here. Happens. Should have done a better job checking behind me. Again, I'm just not used to playing with teammates that are this passive. Right? These teammates are very, very conservative about their movements. So I see the Rammatra has popped Nemesis already by the time I get here, so I know his Nemesis got to be ending pretty soon. Right? He's got 5 seconds left. So I'm going to rock him, right? I want to build up damage. I rock him intentionally to the left so that he gets rocked away around the corner away from his team. So again, look at the positioning here. Go here. I'm going to skate like across to the right of the cart, which gives me a little bit of cover, and then I'm going to rock him this way around the corner so his team can't heal him. Great, get a kill. Again, he may not have cooperated, right? He may not have walked to the left, he might have decided to walk backwards, but fine, you know, it is what it is. But that opportunity presented itself because he misplayed it. I'll attack. Alright, I'm low here, I'm not getting healed, so I just chill for a second. Eat dynamite. Alright, eat the damage orb. Ash is low. Super low. I can't quite finish this kill. The curving of the ground throws me off. So you see I'm going to do a lot of bounce attacks. I'm probably going to create a video at one point to talk about signal mechanics, but often there's a sweet spot where it's actually easier to hit people by bouncing the attacks off the ground than it is to attack them dead on. So Rammatra drops. As soon as Rammatra drops, I focus on him because he's overextended, right? This is an overextension. He's in the middle of 3 of us with his team not able to help at all, which is why I'm attacking the Rammatra right now, where before I was not. Great, rock him, kill him. Great, mistakes. I have ulti here. I don't feel like I should need it. I should be able to just walk him over and kill him. You notice I'm being a little more passive than I normally would. Again, if I felt like my team had been playing with me all game, I just walk this down and kill everybody. But now I'm like just chilling a little bit more, even though I'm full health. I probably should have walked right away. Actually, I think I felt that in the game. Got kills. I noticed nobody's on cart, so I go back to move the cart. It shouldn't be my job, but there's nobody else here. Okay, now Kiriko's here. I can walk forwards. So I shield the other to try to block Vortex to prevent him from getting it forwards. Really strong spot for me. I have good opportunities to continue spamming out the rest of the team. Again, the splash on it is really good. So you see, I'm going to attack around the shield as much as possible. I rock to try to help out my Genji. Alright, hit the Ana. She's low, she's dead. Alright, I lift him. So I attack her. She pops Nano. Right, I try to kill her. I back up here. I lift. Try to get out of the way. Right, he doesn't have any supports, so I recognize I can probably blow him up now. Again, not really bothering with too much shield until the very end because the damage is not that significant for tanks. Ashe is out of position. Damage to the Ashe is very low. I know she's low. That healing orb kept her alive. Right, just trying to bounce things around it. Just be creative a little bit with the bounces. So Brig is trying to fight me at point blank. So you see, the second I'm starting to get low, I turn grasp on and look to the left because the Ashe is the only person who can insta-kill me here with headshots, which is why I did that. Missed the rock. A little opposition here, right? So, Kitsune's popped. Alright, low. I really wanted the Brig here, but my aim was just kind of on the Queen. She's low. Killed her. She obviously doesn't have fade. Ashe is out of position now. Alright, trying to hunt her down. She's low. That collapsed. That collided into the pillar because it is such a large hitbox. So you see, if the rock was thinner, I'm gonna land this hit on her. But I don't. That's super unlucky that it hit this thing and bounced to the left. You have to worry about weird bounces like that. They've got Junker Queen. I grass because I got a little low there. Right, I wall off the Junker Queen from her team, or shield off the Junker Queen from her team, so the Ana can't help right now. I know I'm fighting her like without help from her team. I'm fine if she hits me with axe here. I just want to keep the damage up. I wanted to confirm that kill on her, but pull the Ashe instead. She's low, can't quite get the kill. All right, now I get her, and easy cap. So again, you see common themes there, which is applying continual pressure to the enemy, understanding when you're able to push them down, like when they are weak and when you are strong, and moving forwards. One of the things that's neat about Sigma is there's a lot of heroes, like for example Winston, right? Winston's a great example of very strong when he dives in, very weak after like 3-4 seconds, and he's probably one of the weakest tanks when he does not have jump and he does not have bubble. I would say he's arguably the weakest tank of the game without bubble or leap. Sigma is really interesting because Sigma is strong all the time. Like not super strong, he's like regular strong all the time. And that's what you get to take advantage of is your peaks may not be as good as other heroes. So for example, like Ryan or Risa can be very, very, very strong when they have all their cooldowns up. Doomfist as well. But they can be very weak too when their cooldowns are off, right? Arisa's actually very, very vulnerable when she doesn't have cooldowns. But Sigma is consistently strong, not like the strongest in the game, but consistent strength, which means that you can apply consistent pressure so such that when they are very strong, you can kite, and when they are weak, you can run them over. So let's do another game. Let's go through Blizzard World. It's going to end up being a loss, but I think it's still a useful loss to watch. So playing Blizzard World, it's going to be defense. I'm going to join this in the middle of a game. Interesting. It's going to start... I was like, wait, I'm not even in this game. It's going to start from when the game actually started, not from when I joined the game. Okay, so I joined the game now. You can see first point got capped super fast. They have 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That's absolutely crazy. I've never even seen a time that high. So walk forward. Start applying pressure. Right. Could have shielded off for my Bastion, but I didn't feel like he needed it. A lot of people clumped up, really good for Sigma. Right, I want to get those splashes, start farming ulti really quickly. You see this shield dancing is important. Okay, she comes to the right side of the shield, I go to the left side. She goes to the left side of the shield, I go to the right side. This is also called bubble dancing. It's a very important skill for tanks in particular that have shields. So Winston is another good example of it. But other heroes can use the shield as well and do the same technique, as long as your friendly tank puts it down for you. So I take a lot of damage here. I put down Grasp. My Bastion's in. I didn't put shield quite forward enough for him. I know, just based on like game sense, that the Queen, as soon as this Bastion runs past her, runs past her, she's gonna step out and try to go for the Bastion. So I immediately step up to try to intercept the Queen on the left. So you see, I get 2 hits, right? I hit her with the rock, land another 2 hits. So at this point, I hear Tire. I send the shield back just slightly for my team, but it's actually going for me, which is very rare. It's very unusual to kill tanks with Tire. Tire does 600 damage exactly, so as long as you have just a little bit farther away from it, it shouldn't kill you. But I had only had 475. Jokes try to pressure my team. Normally I take high ground, but there's just so much stuff going on up here that I kind of need to just focus on what's going on right now. So I recognize, hey, like we're down in numbers, getting pulled in. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here pretty soon. Just continue trying to back up. Eat that. And then level dance, but it's only so much that dancing I can do. And then I die. So we lose second point pretty easily. But they have 6 minutes and 40 seconds, like pretty crazy, really hard to do that. So that's an example of the one-shot combo right now. Right, again, rock. I track where he goes. I immediately fire 2 attacks, 2 directs. It has to be directs, not splashes. 2 directs. Kills him. Does exactly 200 damage. Queen's trying to run over us. Right? So the thing is, like, she's being so aggressive here. I rock immediately. Right? Attack, melee. So meleeing is free for Sigma after your attacks if you do it soon enough. It does not interrupt your attack pattern at all, so it's just bonus damage for no disadvantage. So she's super low, kill her. Right? Again, I attacked her there because she's very, very overextended. Okay, the only other hero here is Kiriko. The rest of the team is very far away, and she's right next to my spawn. So I'm like, this is suicide, because we're all going to be able to attack her and kill her. We have fair now, which is a little problematic, harder for me to deal with. Again, trying to stop the cart. Force Kiriko back, great. So you need to notice that I'm also manipulating the range. So when she goes to the left here, I recognize that I'm too close. So orbs blow up at 22 meters, which is like the perfect distance. You basically want to fire it from 21 meters away. So either you hit the target or it splashes right in their face for good splash damage. Fair's low. Trying to get one shot junk. I would have killed him there because the junk green walked in front. The Ana's over there. I can't do anything about it right now. I'm just trying to eat spam from my team. I'm in no danger. I'm just trying to prevent anybody else from dying. Alright, Kreen's pushing into me. Dodges it. Good dodge by her. Right, just attacking. So she chases after my Cassidy here, right? Drop her, kill her. Again, she dies pretty quickly if two people are attacking and you nail the rock one-shot combo. They sleep and kill the junk. So again, walking forwards, being aggressive here, right? No reason not to be aggressive. If I get kills here, then it's a stagger and there's no chance that I'm gonna die. They swap from Queen to Sigma. So Rock, ideally I would have thrown shield up for that, but it was just like way too close, right? I see that he's nanoed. I decide to follow by hitting the back line, right? One hit in the nano. You see I immediately stop attacking because Flux does 50 damage plus 50% of their max. So for 200 health heroes, it does 150 damage. As long as I do 45 damage to them, they will die. And rank 1 orb does 55. So even though I hit only one, I knew that she was going to die. I go for the Pharah and get 2 kills. Right? Again, roll that back. I pick up 2, 1 hit, look at the other one, right, and kill him. So that's a double kill out of Flux. Right, a very consistent combo. Obviously, if there's healing involved, you should keep attacking to make sure that they die, but move a bunch here. Again, what am I doing right now? Just trying to farm Flux back as soon as I can. 22%, I can do better, right? So harassing the Pharah, preventing her from moving around freely. She dies, or Kiriko dies. Grasp. Again, just like regular poke, right? Nothing of interest of going on. But the thing is, like, I don't want to be played too far back because I want to hold this corner. This corner is very hard for teams to take because they have to go. If they play close here, I splash them, and if they go wide, it exposes them to my team. So I'm trying to hold that corner as long as I possibly can. Their team obviously feels comfortable forwards. I'm just trying to stay alive over here. Right, I see the Kiriko's low, very important. Snipe off heroes who are low, right? Sigma's one of the best at it. I see that she only has 30 health. Attack, hit her, right? Miss the Pharah, she's low. Try to kill her, she dies. Not for me though. Now the Sigma's alone, so I just solo him. Again, want to take space, right? Make it hard for them to even leave their spawn, and look at myself continuing to farm ult charge, right? I throw a rock in there because I don't think I'm going to need it soon. I have ulti now. I do not want to ulti this because my team is entirely, like, even without the wall, my team's all around the corner. I want to ulti them when they get over here. That way my whole team can help me kill. Right? I'm going to grasp just so I can get away. I don't want to be slept out there. I can see Sigma's purple. I can see they use Flux. Right? We used rock at the same time. I lift. Right? I missed her, right? But it still works. So Kiriko only has 50 health, which means she's going to die in slam. I attack to make sure that the Baptiste dies, but he gets pulled into the dragon, so he dies anyway. These two are low. With that one, sad face, melee. Try to kill the Mei. Missed with the timing, a little short. Just grasping so I can walk back. Dr. Rock. Alright, I get Nano here. So for the Nano, I immediately push the window because I know I'm not in any danger of dying, but my team could die from this. So I push right through the Sigma, and my goal is to kill the backline. And wall off, mostly to prevent myself from getting slept. Miss it. Kiriko, right? One tapper, and I'm gonna die over here. So unfortunate. Yeah, my team was very far back, but I think they got forced back by Blizzard. So. But yeah, my team gets forced back by Blizzard. Not a lot to do there, but that's okay, right? We used one nano there, right, in exchange for window plus wall. So good ult economy. Another flux, get him low. Kiriko does a good job saving him. Considering rush is popped. I'm trying to grasp just to stay alive here. And then I die, and that's the replay. Okay, another replay. This one's on Havana. Again, a very popular Sigma map, I would say, with long-ish sight lines on first and third. I think second's a little less common, but first and third for sure, very, very strong for Sigma. So we're going to be playing defense here. Initially, they'll be running a ball, and then the ball will switch off pretty quickly. So you notice again, I don't really bother with the ball too much unless the ball's like actually going at me. I mostly want to go for the back line. I see the Widow. As soon as I see the Widow, I'm going to shield off. Alright, now I'm hitting the ball because that's all I got. They go for the res. Splashing in. See the ball's low, right? Rock, kill him. Right, that ball was just a little too aggressive. I grass just to be able to get space up safely, because you notice I'm actually pretty low after I kill the ball. I'm at 298, so I want to grass to make sure I don't get headshot. Widow headshot can do like about 300 damage. I don't remember exactly offhand, but like pretty close to being able to one-tap me. So I'm just doing damage right now. I'm not really shooting the lamp because I don't expect anybody to die before I could kill lamp anyway. Just want to farm ulti. Again, notice my ulti right now. I'm already at 44%. Enemy tank's only at 20. I wait for bubble to end. I rock the back line. Right. Again, not going for the Zarya. I know she has no bubbles now, which allows me to freely attack. Tracking bubble cooldown super important against Zarya. That's the primary way that you beat her, is just understanding whether or not she does bubbles. I know she's gonna bubble right now. So you see, I go for the rock to bait it, then I go for the Genji, so she doesn't get much out of it. My team, however, are shooting the Zarya, I believe, because she's getting a lot of energy and it's not from me. Right, she's at 40 right now. Right, see, that's not for me. Somebody else gave her all that energy, which is gonna make my life difficult. So I'm playing back a little bit because the Zarya has so much damage right now that she can like kill me pretty quickly. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of space. I try to hold this corner right here because there's only so much you have to back up until you lose anyway. So I'm trying to hold this corner as long as I possibly can. Definitely in a lot of danger. Try to poke off the Ashe shield. I get low. I try to force the rock there because at that point, if I don't rock, then I'm going to die just because she's doing at this point about 170 damage a second. All right, she's low. All right, I try to force out. I know she's gonna have another bubble right now. All right, she's doing a good job holding on to it. I'm waiting. Overclock gets popped. Team does a good job. But a big part of this is to recognize is that because I held this spot instead of just continually collapsing backwards, we're able to make a play. Right? If I just collapse initially, right now, if I'm just like, hey, look, you know what? I'm just out of here. It's like, you see how I'm intentionally not backing up here and trying to hold this spot because I know I'm being double pocketed here, right? I have to create some space to allow my team to do a thing, right? Genji's trying to attack me on the side. I'm attracting a lot of attention here. Genji goes in, right? And then I'm going to force the Zarya back. So Genji was in alone, right? Zarya has to back off here, even though she does way more damage to me right now than I do to her. Okay, you get a pick, and then that allows us to turn this around once we have Kitsune Rush. So, good wipe. Again, I have ulti right now, looking for an opportunity. So what's going to happen here is I think we get triple ulted all at once. I think we get grabbed, nano, and bladed all at once. So my perspective was, hey, I can use Flux to try to stop Nano Blade. I already thought that coming. I was going to shield off grab. Having them all happen at the same time, I was like, oh, wait. Like, what am I going to do here? So you see, I try to I try to shield off already for the grab, then Blade's being popped, and I'm like, now I'm too late to pop the Flux, because the Blade will probably kill us before the Flux will go off. So I don't want to waste Flux and not grab the Genji, if that makes sense. So at this point, I just kind of give up on the fight. Like, look, not likely we're going to be able to stop this. They used 3 ultimates, that's fine, right? Three ultimates, we use nothing. Go ahead. So we get another contest here. Forcing Genji back, right? I know he's gonna get bubbled. I immediately engage, even though I know Zarya does a lot of damage. Like, we have to fight this. Like, I have no choice but to fight. So you see, I get aggressive here on her reload, right? She shoot. I know she's almost out of ammo because watch from the beginning, right? Attack, right? I see she's reloading right now. I go in, right? She doesn't see the rock. Kill her. Very, very important kill right there, along with Blade, obviously, but. Like, that kind of stuff is critical, is to read. If I try to just do this from the very beginning, she just, like, without the shield, she just runs me over. So we get the clean up. So I'm trying to only hit her one of the orbs. She's popped the first bubble already. I can't remember what her bubble situation is. She might have one right now. I think she has one right now. Yeah, she has one right now. So I've only seen her use one. So I'm waiting for this bubble to end before I pop ulti. I get slept here. Right? I step back. I use this grasp just to eat Bob damage, right? Which both shuts down the Bob and gives me health. I try to interrupt the res. But you see, I don't have the rock right away. I'm just backing. Now I have to give up ground for sure. Like, they just way too much right now. They have Valk pop. Zarya's high energy. I'm going to lift. I wanted to kill the Ana there, but the Zarya eats it, which is fine, right? She's still going to die. Somebody else hit her. I missed rock there, which is really unfortunate. Now I'm just trying to kill the Zarya. Right? I know she doesn't have bubbles right now. She's going to bubble again in a second. Right, that's why I back off here. Right, Zarya's kind of pushing into my team, but that's okay. Like, we can give space here. So I see the Genji in there is low, right? I know he's in there and he's fighting. He's not like so low, but I know that he can die here. Okay, so I go for the rock. I'm aiming for the Genji right now. Hit him, kill him. Okay, those kind of pick opportunities are really big, very important. I force out res here for that. I overextend here, and then I get slept for it. It's a really good sleep by the Ana to read that I'm overextended. If I'd been slept behind the shield, then I would have been totally fine, but ahead of the shield, there's nothing I can do about it unless my Kiriko has Suzu. So that's my bad. Alright, so we give it first point. Rock. That's such a strange way for him to get rocked. I think he maybe dashes. Is that what happens? It just bounces up in the air in a wacky way. So I missed the follow-up shot because of this. I was expecting him to, like, go backwards or, like, to the left on the ground, but he gets knocked into the air over the door frame. Try to kill him. Again, it's really tough. I don't think Sigma against Genji is a good matchup for Sigma at all. It's just very, very hard to hit him. Very evasive hero, and you don't have a hit scan attack, and it's slow. So just trying to hold the space, right? I want to force an early fight. It's grabbed. Okay, fine. Right? I see that nobody's actually attacking here, so I chill. Like, I could use grasp right away, but nobody's actually attacking now, so I throw rock. I'm able to kill that Ashe in the back, who's obviously not looking at me, right? And now I start grasping, but there's actually nobody to grasp. I think this is bad grasp. I block sleep. Right? I'm trying to kill the supports. Genji's in. I miss him with rock. Right. Somebody else kills him. Great, Cassidy. So just really tough angle to be fighting right now. Missing a lot of shots. I heard Bob coming, which is why I immediately go look at it and use rock to stop him from getting in. Because I bet she's going to send this into the backside of the room to force us forwards, which is why I rock to keep the Bob from getting into a better position. I grasp here just to buy time, right? I want to make sure that Bob doesn't shoot my teammates. I see the Ana's low, can't quite kill her. Valk's popped. Right. Rez is popped. I don't have rock until right now. I look for it. I can see already that she's gonna dodge it, right? She's just too fast. Valk is too good. I can see that she's gonna get around the corner before it, so I go for the Ana instead. Ana's obviously not expecting this coming. Get a kill. Very important when you pop rock is just because the target you started looking at or aiming at with rock does not mean to be the one who actually ended up throwing it at. And it's very important to make those split-second decisions as to whether or not it makes sense to throw the rock anymore. I'm purple right now, but Zarya doesn't have energy because she just got rezzed. She does have bubbles though. Right. I'm pushing forward. I want to farm multi here. So you see, I walk forwards. She's gonna start popping. I'm gonna do rock. Right? I see the bubbles there. I turn away, but then I see the bubble break, so I chuck it back at her. Although I do miss it. If I hit that rock, she actually maybe dies. So now I'm just farming ulti, right? Really bad for them to be walking down a choke at Sigma. Sigma's super, super good in that situation. I'm just holding, grasping there to make sure my Cassidy or whomever doesn't die. So I have Flux right now. I don't want to Flux them outside, because if I Flux them outside, my team can't help them, right? Because they'll be lifted in the air, and then we won't get any kills. So I'm going to wait for them to try to commit inside. Zarya's low. She gets killed. Alright, Cassidy gets a kill on the side. Right? I try to deflect the Cassidy. They res the Zarya again. I shield off the Zarya. I see there's 2 in this room. Hit the Genji, kill him. Right, Zarya's got a ton of energy right now. Again, I don't really have a choice. Yana goes in. I try to grab her, but it's just a bad flux. I was trying to get a little greedy and get somebody at the door, but she ends up going in like all by herself, which is actually crazy. So bubbles there. Hit the Ana. Right, kill her. Right, didn't quite do the one shot. It's just a little bit short. But like all this like play at this doorway is super, super important, right? This little dance of understanding like when do I push? When do I step back? What are my reads? Those are a really critical part of playing tank. But for Sigma here, understanding like what can't I do? How much health do I have? How much damage do they do? Very, very important. And a rock there, that's fine. She wants to trade bubble for a rock, that's great. Right? At long range, no problem, because it actually does not give her very much energy. So let's go back. So she's gonna rock. The Cassidy shoots her, but it only gives her about 12 energy and out of 40. So trading rock for that is great. I'll take that. Not during a fight, not so good. But like long range when we're just poking, great. I see the Ana's running in a straight line. I'm trying to kill her. Cassidy forces me off. I missed this rock in the Genji, which would have been probably fatal for him if I landed it. Right, Zarya bubbles, keeping her back. I can tell when she steps back that she doesn't have any more bubbles. Well, until just now. Right, I time it perfectly there to rock the Zarya. I see the Ana's low, but I was already backing out, and I just muscle memory. I should have stepped forward there, but so I get grabbed here, which I was kind of expecting the whole time. I get distracted by the Genji blade, which if that didn't happen, I was probably going to try to use grasp to eat grab, but I get distracted by the Genji going across my body. So what I do is I grasp here to try to prevent the anti-nade, which I assume is coming. But she actually doesn't have it. I don't know why she just walks up at point blank like this. We wipe. That's fine. You know, again, we trade Blade there, plus Nano, plus High Noon, plus Valk. And all we used was Valk. So that's a 4-for-1 trade, which is great, right? So now we have better ult economy. We're going to have Kitsune Rush soon, and we're going to have Blade. I have to fight through this Zarya, right? There's only... Genji's super low. Not for me, but able to get the kill. Zarya's low. I want to finish off Zarya so she doesn't escape a high charge. Right, kill her. Okay, kill the Cassidy, and then that's it. That was overtime. Alright, cool. Let's do the next video, or next replay. So that was Havana. Alright, let's do King's Row. King's Row, kind of an unusual map to be playing Sigma on, but certainly viable, I would say. So I'm going to be playing him on defense here. So you're going to see me playing against a Hog for a lot of this. So coming up close, right, just spamming. I'm playing getting away. So a very unusual thing happens here. Running Hog Lucio on King's Row almost never happens. So I was not prepared for this, and this is one of the reasons why I tell people like don't be so greedy about getting ult charges at the beginning, is because this can happen. I'm actually going to survive here. So the second I spam a little bit, right, as soon as I see Lucio, I'm immediately just booking it backwards, but I have to avoid hook for another second for shield to come up. So I'm trying to buy time for a second for shield to come up so I can pop shield and then walk back and get away. But I get shielded here, I rock. I purposely don't grasp immediately because I know the Hog is going to know that I have grasp. So the Lucio boop knocks me, prevents the rock. Right now I grasp. Make sure I get back. They're gonna walk into me. I block hook. Right, I bubble dance. Right. There's 2 squishes on my left, but there's only so much I can do. Like my priority right now must be to live. Right, I grasp right here. I think that the Hog would have killed me if I don't grasp here. Right, see, I would have died right here without grasp. Right, which gives me just enough health to stay alive. I shield off. Right, Suzu's really good there. That probably saves my life. I have rock, but I didn't wasn't able to pop it fast enough, so I just gave up and decided to save rock for the next fight, for next time. So I pop rock right there to try to save my Cassidy. Unable to do so. I see the hogs super low. I can hear / see them rotating through a hotel, so I go here. I'm gonna shield in front, or attempt to. The hog actually walks into it, so he actually still is able to do full damage. But that's a good technique to also know, is just to try to shield off teammates. I missed the hog here. That was brutal. Right, I know I'm low, so I grasp. Right, the hog's low. Tracer's on me. I miss him with rock because it lifts me. Right, I have grasp here, or flux here, so I'm looking for an opportunity to use it. Right, get pulled in the point, no big deal, right? Widow dies. I wait for heal, pop him, now he dies. So definitely good placement on my team, but prioritizing my life was the most important part. If I die, then the fight's over. And I made multiple mistakes. I get stuck here. You see when I get stuck, I immediately stand still and stop moving. So again, it does 350 damage, something like that. So tanks will never die to it at full health. So I rock just in case I would get an opportunity mercy. I don't. I blocked the Whittle shot and the hog hook at the same moment. So I see both of them. I just instinctively did it. I can't tell you which one I was looking or thinking of at the time. Probably both. So working out the hog, right? I'm gonna try to force like an early vape if I can, right? Hit him. Definitely killable here, right? Shield him off. I'm trying to kill. Again, if the team walks through with me, this hog dies right now because he has no vape and he has no healing. So this hog should be dead. But Lucio gets super aggressive. I get hooked here. I grasp to stay alive, but overextended. Again, I'm just used to my team being like more aggressive in this situation. But regardless, I would say this is still an overextension by me. I should not have gotten hooked there. Oh, I get revived. I get revived, so we can still play this choke. Hit the Lucio low, right? Again, you see my read there. I see Lucio's here. I know he's pulling back, right? Rock him, kill. Using bubble here, or rather shield, right? Doing the shield bubble dance, same thing. Right now I'm pulling back because we are down 1, I think, with this short spawn. I see soldier's low, trying to work the soldier. I put up shield in case he's gonna hook. So, ooh, missed it. So not looking so good for us. Working out the hog. I'm trying to force vape out. I don't have rock though. So I do have flux, but there's nobody to flux. If that makes sense. Like any of these situations, like the hog is in my face and the hog has hook. Right? So if I try to pop flux, then I immediately get canceled out of it. So at the minimum, I need the hog to use hook or to like look away or something else for me to do it. And I just don't have that opportunity, right? Vape is not long enough. Like he'll still have time to come and hook me out of the air. So I like need an opportunity. I just can't get one to use it, which is why I'm holding it. Get popped here, die. All right. So walk out of spawn. They're chasing us down. My visor. I'm trying to grasp to prevent him from killing my teammate. He commits on me for some reason. Alright, Lucio also dies. Very silly. Alright. That's good. So we got 3 kills, walking forwards. I can know that it's either Hog and or Widow on point. I can hear the Widow shot on the right. I was literally going to shield off for them, but realized they didn't need it. It's a bad angle. I don't get hooked here. Right, getting hooked here, I'm probably all alone. Alright, Hog walks into me. Right, again, bubble dancing, making the Hog's life hard. That's tough. So we lose 2 here up top. Right, like this is like a gutsy high noon. He gets instantly killed. And then our Widow's playing really far back. So it ends up being like a 2-on-3 because these 2 are just doing absolutely nothing. Unfortunate. Not what I would expect, right? I don't think you normally see your Cassidy walk out of top window to try to high noon there. But you know, it happens, whatever. So my read here is I see Widow, right? Again, good at long range. I can easily poke her out. So I know that she's going to move right away. So that's why I don't even bother attacking to the left. I immediately attack to the right. So I see the Mercy go in, right? Now I'm working on the Mercy, right? And kill her. So again, the read here is I see Widow. I shield her off to make sure she can't kill my team. I get ready for her to move. She moves. I fire the attacks. I see the Mercy's in, so she doesn't have Guardian Angel for like another second, which is correct. I walk up. I get in her way, and then I melee. Finish. Genji dies. So now it should be a 5-on-3. That's why I'm getting really aggressive here. Right? Dodge hook, more or less accidentally. I wait for vape. Oh, this rock collision is so large sometimes. So I know it's coming because of how much damage he's taken. Like, at this point, he has to vape. So I misaimed this, hit the cart instead, which would have been really, really great if I landed this. Okay. I shield off behind us so that the supports and soldier can't do anything, and I walk in and kill him because he has no vape right now, so he cannot beat me. Right? I can just walk into him, just attack and kill him. Even without teammates, I could easily kill him in that situation. Alright, Widow's trying to take shots. I'm just trying to continually harass to make sure she can't get a clean shot off. She goes high ground, right? But she drops back down. I understand my team. I look up and realize my team has controlled high ground. Rock the hog out. I understand that based on the previous situations, I'm going to get hooked here. Yep. Can't really stop that hook. Right? I grasp. Right? So now they pop beat. I'm just trying to play slow. Like, we have Kitsune Rush, but beat beats Kitsune Rush until beat's over at least. They've used vape. Kill hog. Trying to kill Lucio. Lucio dies. Right. Now I'm just over here. I'm spamming not to build ult charge, but just to try to get picks. Right? The more picks I can get, then, you know, the longer they stagger. The more time that we get to take off the clock.
Actuating the barrier.
So confirm the soldier's dead. Try to hit the Mercy. Right, I see the hogs use vape. I rock him out. Now I'm letting them. She goes for the exact same play. So we kill 2, right? I know there's 2 behind the car, right? I want to advance right now. Because again, these are good staggers, right? Every kill I get is another stagger. I see the Ana's low-ish. Right? I'm trying to splash and kill her. But I do not want to get hooked to their spawn, so I back out. We're chilling. I bounce him off the wall to try to get hits on the hog. Right? If I can force vape nice and early, right? Force vape early, great. So the next time he tries to go in, he's much more vulnerable. So the hog has to be much more conservative when he doesn't have vape, right? Because then I can kill him. Genji's super low, very, very lucky at the direction of this rock. I hit this, which would have hit him. Right? He's low. Right? I grasp. I really want to kill that Genji, but I just, you know, I'm grasping. Nothing I can do here. I lift. And then see, this is really important. So I know hog has hook, so I'm going to the right, and when I see the hog turn to me, I'm going to go the other direction. Again, watch here, right? He vapes. He gets lifted, right? And then I'm going to the left. When he turns, I immediately go backwards. I get the dodge. Kill them both. I missed the Genji here. I understand that they were pushing the cart behind us, but this should now be an easy cleanup. Soldier's low. One thing that's important is when I want to kill people quickly, I just run at them, right? Don't worry about like side-to-side surfing, just run at them because it'll make your attacks easier and easier and makes landing rock easier. He dies. And it's fine. I understand she's going to get the Mega. I actually want her to stagger here because every second that she stays alive is good for me because she's clearly never going to get out of this, which is why I'm not really trying that hard to try to kill her. You see how she's still not spawned yet because she took so much time to die, which is a big mistake. I tell people not to do that all the time in replays. Right? You see I'm attacking through that little corner to get just spam, right? Try to build ult charge. Genji's in, right? I don't know how this rock misses him.
30 seconds remaining.
Hello? What? Okay. Well, I guess that happens sometimes. The game did feel laggy to me, and it wasn't my internet, so the servers were a little wonky. Maybe because of the patch. So Cassidy rolls. As soon as he rolls forward, like so, the Genji blades. There's nothing I can. Ooh. How far are we? Yeah, I think we're towards the end. Yeah, Anna dies here. So they have 40 seconds left. Alright, so I somehow missed this rock. Genji's gonna blade, not my problem anymore. At this point, there's nothing I can do. Like, it's 4 on 5. I'd rather just zone the rest of the team. So I'm gonna attack the Cassidy. As soon as he rolls, I know he's coming for me. Because what he's trying to do is he's trying to get behind the shield so he can attack me. So when he rolls to the right, what do? I step back to the left. Right? And now he can't get a clean shot at me. Right? He's trying to fan. I'm staying alive. Right? I pop grasp only when I absolutely need it. So look at it from his perspective. Again, he's going to come through. He sees the shield is out. Right? He wants to kill me. He reloads. He rolls to get here. He does one. He sticks. Right? Miss. Miss. Right? He only hits, I think, 1 out of that. And again, if you hit me the whole way, you could have killed me. But that was really important, the bubble dancing, and I held grasp until I needed it. I could have grasped right away, but there's no point to. Right? Again, buying that time. They only have 10 seconds. I don't think anyone's going to be able to... I don't think anyone can even touch card. Yeah, no one can even touch card there. Alright, cool. That's King's Royale. Let's do Colosseo so we can see a push map. So, I don't think Sigma is so strong at most of the push maps. I think they're just very dynamic, which is bad for Sigma. Sigma wants everything to be linear, straight lines, right? Keep the whole fight in front of you. People flanking, etc., not great for Sigma, but I'll show it to you. So we're going to be playing a Junker Queen here. I think my Widow was like straight up AFK or something. Yeah, my Widow does like absolutely nothing this whole game, but it's quick play, you know. So get a lot of damage early, right? So she took so much damage that even with Shout, she's immediately blown through all the Shout health. I missed that, unfortunate. Right, I'm getting really good shots in here. I do a lot of damage. I think I actually have more damage than my whole team after the end of this first death. Right, I see all those people, juicy people in the back, right? The Junker Queen's also discorded. Right, she tries to go in. I rock her. Unfortunate, she actually kills 2 right there. How does she get this headshot? She hits 2 of them. It's a good shot. I rock her. And she gets the other kill. Yeah. Sigma's very bad against rush comps. Anything that tries to run you down, Sigma's really bad at that because it's really hard to prevent them from running forwards at you. So like Lucio, Junker Queen, super bad for Sigma. If I was playing this game to win, I almost assuredly would have picked Orisa here, which would completely stop the rush, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. Orisa very good against Junker Queen. Missed that rock too. I missed a lot of rocks this game. I get very low here. Right, she's gonna pop ulti. As soon as she pops ulti, I'm like, oh, we're both gonna die here. The Lucio is just too much of a problem. If I'm running Sigma in this situation. Right? Doing a lot of damage here. I have Flux. Right. I didn't even know people could play up there. Huh. I like literally didn't know that this was a thing. Learned more from quick play than I do from comp. So again, trying to crank out the damage, right? Looking for an opportunity to flux. Kitsune's popped. Right, I don't want this queen to run over my backline if all possible. So you see I'm getting really good damage right now. I bubble dance. Right, that's a good pick. This Lucio barely like knocks me off right before I kill him with rock. I can see he's low. I can also realize that I'm actually quite low still. I just want to make sure I don't die here. Trying to force Kiriko back. She's low. She gets rocked back. Lucio's bumping me around like crazy. Very annoying. Finally kill him. Ashe comes up. When Ashe comes up, like, this is a big mistake. I know she coach gunned up, so I know it's an easy kill. We're gonna move cart forwards. Queen's right here. I rock. This is the most obvious axe. Like, I knew she'd be waiting right here at the corner. So you see I come around the corner, immediately pop rock. Rock her right out of it. She pops ulti again, but unfortunately, this is not so good to have trance against Rampage, since nobody can be healed. Alright, Lucio low, or low-ish. I hit the queen. I missed this ulti. Trying to get it 2. Kiriko's gone. I'm like, oh, this is over. So reset again. Right, Symmetra's here. I know Symmetra's low. Kill her. Right, again, looking for those injured people in the back. Less so the queen, more so the soldier. Right, really good tracking there on the soldier. Right, good tracking the Kiriko. I see the Kiriko's low. Missed the Lucio. Alright, kill the Kiriko. Great. Lucio gets out. We start moving the card again. Again, same deal, right? I want to stay out of charge range, right, or commanding shout range, and then use Rock to stop it. But they use Kitsune Rush here, so their team is just so fast. Like between Speed Amp and Kitsune, like playing Sigma into this is a nightmare. So maybe the best part you'll learn from this is do not play Sigma into rush comps because there's nothing you can do. Like I just can't do enough damage or physically slow them down enough to stop the rush from overwhelming my team. Even though I've done so much damage at this point. I think at this point I'm still like 40% of the total team's damage. Alright, Rocker out of the way. Pop Flux. I get killed by the turret here, which nobody was dealing with sad face. I don't know why the Kiriko is not healing me instead of healing the Brig, and the Brig is also not healing me despite seeing that I go up. I wish one of the supports had healed me because this would have been a double kill if I get healed. Slash if anybody killed the turrets. But it doesn't happen. I come back out again. We're about to just get absolutely steamrolled in this game. Right? I don't think there's anything I can really do in this situation. Like with Simwall is also very, very good against Sigma. But okay, so again, what's the best thing you learn there? Do not play Sigma against that. So I'm trying to think about the Rialto game. I had some internet issues, which is why you're going to get some abandons in here. I think the Rialto game is probably worth just seeing the start of it.
Ready for battle.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the end of it. All right, so I have 4 minutes to go, right? So I just actually I should come out a little earlier. So I'm gonna come forwards, try to figure out, hey, what's the situation? So I'm gonna be playing against a Doomfist. Right, Tracer comes out, I immediately force recall. Reaper's gone, I can't chase, he's too far away. Doom tries to go in, I rock him, right? I know he's super low. Even with this, nope, no problem. Even with the introduction, he's gonna die there, too low. Right, Tracer's in again. I see she's discorded, so she can definitely die here. Right, get her very, very low. Force recall. Right, knock the Reaper in, kill him. Back in. Again, aiming is so important as part of Sigma. I would say that aiming is the most important part of Sigma. Rather, Sigma is the most aim-reliant tank. In terms of that, you get very, very little value if you cannot aim on Sigma. You will just get absolutely steamrolled. So right here, I think I heard the Doom to the right, and so I'm looking for it. Yep, he comes out now. So I knew this was going to be, when he goes in here, I can see how low he is already. Right, after he jumps, I know he's going to be blocking, which is why I start Rock right away. He blocks, and immediately I kill him. Right, Reaper's low. He wraiths. Right, I would have chased him around the corner, but the team is there. I don't have bubble right now, so I just grasp. I Rock just in case he stood in the hallway. If he stood even 1/2 second, like if he stepped forward just a little bit, this Rock would have landed and I would have killed him. But he makes a good call here. I'm spamming the Zen. Reaper comes up. Unfortunate, I took down the shield right there. I didn't expect the Reaper timing of that to come up. Alright, so everyone's trying to push me. You see how I already knew after the Zen died? After the Zen died, I'm like, okay, we had to back up here because it's going to be 4 and 5 and they're going to run us over. So you see how I'm already stepping back, which means by the time the Doom engages, if I'm out here, I lose, right? This fight's over and they push into final. But over here, I'm much, much safer and I'm able to live just from recognizing that it's a 4 and 5. Unfortunate timing, right? So the Reaper goes in. So I should have saved this Rock for the Reaper because it's actually quite obvious in retrospect. But at the moment, I think I like kind of got the two things confused in my mind because I knew how low the Doom was. So like mentally, even though I see the Doom, I like get committed to trying to kill the, or rather I see the Reaper, I get committed to trying to kill the Doom. So Bob saves us here. They're gonna push up. Zen to the left dies. Great, good job for Cassidy. I'm gonna push up, right? Again, I want to push all the way up to here. That way I have space to back up when I need to. I don't want to let them surround us. I want to go out and take that early fight. So I hear stuff in the left side, so I'm trying to figure out where they are. It's good to know for sound-wise that they can also be high left. Right? Here's the Reaper. I miss a bunch of shots here. Okay, so this Reaper makes a mistake because, so remember you can one-shot 200 health heroes, right? Reaper cannot be one-shot because he has 250 health. But you'll notice here, I'm going to land a hit on him. Okay, so now he's at 166 because I hit him with like a direct and a splash. And now when I rock him, I one-shot him before he can Wraith. Right? Very, very important is to understand, like, okay, just because you can't one-shot them from 250 doesn't mean you can't work them down. So this Reaper's just too cocky. He's like, oh, it's no problem. Like, you know, I have 250 health. I can Wraith or whatever. I missed 2 shots. Right? Nope. Bam. Dead. Right? So I could have committed on this Doom, but leaving your backside open to Zen is not a good idea. He can do a lot of damage to you. So I immediately forget about killing the Doom. Right? I focus on the Zen. Make sure the Zen can't free attack me. I grasp right now. I'm a little bit of trouble. Yeah, unfortunate. You can shield off Doom's Meteor Strike, but he just landed on top of me, so I couldn't survive. So I come out again. I still have Flux right now. Right. I know this Tracer's getting too greedy, so I rock in. Right. She just dies relatively quickly. I mean, we can walk it from her perspective. She comes in. Right. She sees how low the Zen is, and then trades for it, but trades are bad when you have long spawn, right? Don't trade when you have long spawn, right? We have short spawn, they have long spawn, really, really bad for them to trade because now they have to wait for the Tracer. So I want to take that left corner, but I'm nervous about the Reaper. Just rock him out of Doom, or at a block. I want to make sure he doesn't get Empowered Punch. I really want to take this left corner if I can. Okay. I hit the wall. Get a little bit of trouble here. I grasp, right? I grasp the Reaper because the Reaper is the primary damage source here. I don't need to worry about the Doom so much. Just make sure Reaper can't kill me, and once he comes in, I kill him. Because again, I know, why do I commit there? Because I know he doesn't have Wraith. If you might remember, so attack, okay, he's like somewhat low. I'm gonna go for this rock, and he's gonna Wraith in response to that. Because remember, last time he was in here, he died. So I do this. Doom jumps in unexpectedly, which is a really good play by him. I grasp to stay alive. Now I know Reaper doesn't have Wraith, and he's stuck in the left corner. So what happens? I just swing the corner, immediately attack him melee, and he dies. Again, ability tracking, crucial skill in Overwatch. Let's spamming out here, mostly to see if I can get picks. Oh, Zen's exposed. Right, I'm going to bounce this on the ground to make sure I get the kill, so I don't have to land the direct. I'm pinging Zen, just to make sure nobody gets one shot. Right, I poke the Tracer whenever I can so that she has to go back. Oh no, this is where I lag out, I think. Yeah, this is where I lag out. Okay, so that showed you Rialto. Let's do Numbani. Numbani is one of the worst possible maps that you could play Sigma on, especially first point. I think third point's probably fine. Second point is okay. First point is awful. I always tell people in my Numbani tank positioning guide that you should play dive or like any hero that has vertical mobility. If you do not have vertical mobility, you are soft throwing as a tank on Numbani. Is no good. Lagging a little bit, you kind of felt that right there. That hog definitely could have hooked me off. So playing back, right? Again, when the whole team comes at you from one direction, Sigma's so good. I'm very lucky that they're not playing dive right now. I shield off. I know the hog can hook me, but the rest of the team can't get me if the shield is there. And now my Genji's sort of in, so I try to go in just a little bit to try to help him. He gets hooked in and killed anyway. I'm being pretty aggressive right now because I have grasp. I'm trying to bait them into attacking me. So now I have overhealth, right? I do a lot of damage right now. I'm already at 68% ulti. Their hog's at 53. I'm just trying to stay alive right now. I can see how low the backline is. You see I ignore the hog completely to kill the backline. Right? That Echo can kill me very quickly. The Hanzo can kill me very quickly. Again, ignoring the hog. Right? Still ignoring the hog until I absolutely have to. Right? Rock him out. And at this point, the fight's won. At the second that hog died, I'm like, nope, it's over. Because now I have shield, right? What are they going to do? I'm going to grasp again. So come out, clear them out. I already have ulti right now. You notice that their hog's at 73. He's got a ton of ult charge from healing the damage that I was doing. So we poke a little bit just to see where they are, make sure that we know what the rotation is. I think go back top. Hog's coming up top here. The problem is that they take over left side. This is one of the reasons why Sigma is really bad on this map, is because if I was Winston or Diva, I could do something about this left side, but since I'm not, I'm like, my job is just to prevent the hog from doing anything, you know? Like, the rest of my team needs to deal with these 3 people flanking over here. But Genji gets blown up. Soldiers kind of fighting here. Again, I'm keeping the hog back. Like, I could have turned over here and probably put a little more pressure on on the Hanzo, but the Hog is really trying to move into me, and if you don't attack early, the Hog, like, you can't start attacking the Hog once he gets to here. Then he has too much health and he walks over you. You have to make sure he has like 400 health by the time he gets here, then he's not going to want to push you. I grasp, but it doesn't matter, and we die and lose first point. He's going to come out here. I see that the Hanzo's low, I'm trying to kill Hanzo. Right, I see Lamp's already used, that's why I'm going to do this. Pick up. Right, hit the Baptiste, I know he's going to die. Rock, miss, oh, sort of hit the Hanzo. I don't know how that doesn't do full damage and kill him, but we'll take it. Hog's here. Alright, I start bubble dancing. Again, make it really hard to kill you. I recognize that he's going to vape soon. So, he's at 361, so he's in one-shot range. So now I rock, pow, right, kill him. I don't have to necessarily wait for the vape if I know that he's going to die anyway before using it. Just spamming right now, trying to farm ulti. I'm at 58. So notice I'm ahead of the opposing Roadhog, despite the fact that he ulted more recently than I did, right? He ulted in the previous fight, and I ulted in the fight before that one. Oh, actually, no, sorry. He ulted 2 fights ago, and I ulted in the previous fight. So I'm already at 60% ult charge, just doing an incredible job farming ulti. I see the Hog's low. I really want to get the Hog because I know he doesn't have vape. He does a good job blocking this. Alright. Hook Soldier doesn't quite get the kill. I'm at 98. I have ulti already now. I'm going to keep splashing. I killed the Hanzo, who was foolish and did not try to heal. Again, the bounces here. I know this is a curved wall, so it allows me to bounce around the corner. Kills him. So they start taking the alternate exit to the door, just because they're having so much trouble getting through. Echo's low. Not a lot I can do here. I'm just trying to stay alive. Right? Stop the Hog from doing anything. I have Flux here. Right? They have Window, but again, Window's like in a terrible spot to do anything. So I push into their backline right now because they are down 3. Right? I want to make sure I don't die to Hanzo here. Great. Get kills. Wait for them to regroup. So eventually what happens in these situations is the enemy team pops like a million ultis and they break out, which is fine, right? That's good for us. Because as long as we aren't popping a million ultis, then we get ahead with the ult economy. Bastion's in there. I just shield off briefly. Interrupt, Hog, lift. All right, force trance, great, perfect. Yep, you know what? I'll take it. You know, force tank ulti, force trance, perfect, no problem. Because that means my Genji's next blade is free. All right, we're probably gonna die here, so I'm like playing back. I get stuck. Right, just trying to farm ulti here. I'm already back at 30%. I think my perspective is I just want to die here. So I'm already at 45% ulti. Remember, Hog ulted last fight, as did I, and I'm already at 46% ulti, and he's at 28. For perspective on just how much damage I'm doing, like I'm lapping the Hog in ultimates because of how much damage I'm doing. Genji dies here. That was a mistake, yeah. So I realized this when I did it, is that I overcommitted here by putting the shield out and then realizing I really want to get to the left, but I have to like try to dodge the hook, but I don't, because now I don't have shield and I don't have grasp and I die. Very big mistake on my part. We're going to come out here. I block for my Genji. Window's popped. So for Window, best way to deal with Window is try to get on the. I mean, if you assume you can't get away, if you can LOS it, go ahead. But in this situation, I'm obviously not gonna be able to LOS it. The best situation is to stay right here and kind of bubble dance the window to make it harder for them to attack you. And the only way they can consistently do that is if they bubble dance perfectly, or they stand still and shoot you through it. But if they stand still, they're a much easier target. So, all right, I'm trying to get aggressive here because I know my Genji's in. Right, my Genji's bladed, which is why I get all the way up in here. Alright, kill the Hanzo. Window's here. Oh, this is really good. So you're gonna see this bounce. Alright, get creative. I see the Bastion. I understand. I read his movement, and so I'm gonna double direct him under the cart. Right there. Right, continue chasing. Bastion's dead. Overflicked again. It's a big thing. I overflick on rocks. I gotta be careful of that. So I'm just going up here to spam, just trying to get ulti until the Hog's out. I'm in no danger. I honestly could have hooked me there, but I just get right-clicked down because nobody is healing me. Right, my Mercy is like way the heck in the back, and my Kiriko was throwing kunais. It happens. Again, like that's a common thing you'll see at lower ranks, that people just aren't used to how aggressive like you actually should play the game. Like the correct move is to be very, very aggressive there. He throws hook. I mean, even if you hooked me there, I was totally fine. I still have grasp here. I'm holding grasp. I think I'm going to try to flux here, but then lag out. Oh no, I think we just straight up lose. I just straight up lose here. Yeah, I don't think we get a real contest from here. Right, great lamp to save them. Lift. Oh yeah. The lift. So I was too far off cart. And then the soldier wasn't able to get on cart in time. Okay, last one is Ilios. Oh, never mind. Okay, the Ilios one wasn't super exciting. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Gives you some idea of like how to play Sigma, what my reads are, and the general playstyle.